The derelict freighter drifted through the obsidian nebula like a corpse frozen in time. Ethan Cross had seen hundreds of wrecks in his 15 years as a scavenger, but this one was different. The hull bore markings he'd never encountered before, symbols that seemed to writhe and shimmer in his floodlights, defying the laws of physics he'd come to trust. Just another salvage run, Ethan muttered to himself, securing his magnetic boots to the airlock. The lie tasted bitter on his tongue. Inside, the ship was a cathedral of darkness. Emergency lights had died centuries ago, leaving only the beam from Ethan's helmet to carve through the blackness. His scanner chirped irregularly, confused by energy readings that shouldn't exist in a dead vessel. He moved deeper into the cargo hold, past containers marked in a dozen alien languages, past what looked like weapons from species long extinct. Then he saw it. The creature was magnificent even in chains. Easily 30 meters from snout to tail, its scales shimmered with an inner luminescence that painted the hold in shifting hues of violet and gold. 4 massive wings lay folded against its serpentine body, bound by energy shackles that pulsed with malevolent light. Its head rested on the deck plating, eyes closed, chest barely rising with shallow breaths. A dragon. An honest-to-God dragon, like from the old Earth legends his grandmother used to tell. Ethan's hand moved instinctively to his plasma cutter. Not to defend himself, some deep instinct told him this creature meant no harm, but to examine the chains. The energy signature was Crixian, he realized. The same species that had tried to enslave humanity 2 centuries ago before humans had shown them exactly why that was a terrible idea. Nobody chains up something beautiful unless they're afraid of it, Ethan said softly, approaching cautiously. The dragon's eye opened. It was the size of Ethan's helmet, a swirling galaxy of amber and silver that seemed to contain the light of dying stars. When it focused on him, Ethan felt the weight of an intelligence older than human civilization itself. Human. The word resonated not in his ears, but directly in his mind, carrying layers of meaning, surprise, curiosity, and something that might have been hope. After all these centuries, a human finds me. Can you understand me? Ethan asked, his voice steadier than he felt. I understand all languages, young one. I am Sarenth, guardian of the Ashenfold, keeper of the eternal flame. I have been prisoner here for 700 years. 700 years. Ethan's mind reeled. That was before humanity had even achieved faster-than-light travel. Who did this to you? The Crixian Empire. They feared my kind because we refused to bow, refused to let them strip mine our worlds. So they hunted us one by one and chained us in null space where time moves differently. They thought they could harness our power. Sarenth's mental voice carried ages of sorrow. They could not. So they simply forgot about us. Ethan examined the energy shackles more closely. The technology was sophisticated, designed to drain and contain energy at a quantum level. But it was also old, and the Crixians hadn't counted on one thing: human stubbornness. I can free you, Ethan said, pulling out his modified plasma cutter. These shackles run on a closed energy loop. If I can disrupt the quantum matrix, you would free me? Knowing nothing of what I might do, Ethan met that galactic gaze without flinching. My grandmother used to say that you judge a person by who they chain up and who they set free. The Crixians chained you. That tells me everything I need to know. For a moment, Sarenth was silent. Then something remarkable happened. The dragon laughed, a sound like thunder rolling across mountains, filling Ethan's mind with warmth and light. Your species is young, Ethan Cross. Young and foolish and brave beyond reason. This is why the universe fears you. Yeah, well, we've been told that before. Ethan grinned and fired up his cutter. Now hold still. This is going to take some precision work. It took 3 hours. 3 hours of carefully disrupting energy matrices, of rerouting power flows, of using every trick he'd learned in his years of tearing apart alien technology. Sweat soaked his suit, his hands cramped. But he didn't stop. When the final shackle shattered in a cascade of dying light, Sarenth rose, the dragon unfurled to its full height, wings spreading until they touched the cargo hold ceiling. Energy, pure, radiant, and ancient, blazed across its scales like liquid starlight. The ship itself seemed to tremble in recognition of something primordial awakening. I am free. Sarenth's voice resonated with power that made Ethan's bones vibrate. After 7 centuries of darkness, I am free. And I owe this freedom to a human mechanic with a plasma cutter and an inexplicable trust in ancient monsters. You're not a monster, Ethan said simply. You're just someone who needed help. Sarenth lowered its massive head until it was level with Ethan, those galaxy eyes studying him with newfound respect. The Crixian Empire still exists, Ethan Cross. They still enslave, they still destroy, and they will not take kindly to one of their prizes being freed. The dragon's mental voice carried the weight of decision. I offer you a choice. I can leave now, disappear into the void, and you can return to your salvaging, or, Ethan prompted, or you can help me free the others. 700 years ago, they chained 12 of my kind. If even half survive, we could change the balance of power in this galaxy. We could ensure no species ever suffers as we did. Sarenth's eyes blazed. But it will be dangerous. The Crixians will hunt you. Other species will fear what we're unleashing. You would be making enemies of empires. Ethan thought of his grandmother's stories of the humans who'd refused to bow to the Crixians, who'd fought impossible odds and won. He thought of the dragon before him, majestic and fierce and finally free. He smiled. Well, Ethan said, checking his plasma cutter's charge. Someone once told me that humanity's greatest strength is that we're too stupid to know when we're beaten. Let's go rescue some dragons. Sarenth's laugh echoed through the ship like a promise of storms to come. The galaxy will remember this day. Ethan Cross. The day a human mechanic and an ancient dragon became something the universe had never seen before. Allies. As they prepared to leave the derelict freighter, Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that he'd just done something impossibly reckless. But watching Sarenth soar through the cargo hold on wings that caught starlight like sails catching wind, he knew he'd made the right choice. After all, that's what humans did best, the impossible.